worst driver.
Cars don't kill people.
Oh, red light.
Bad drivers kill people.
Speed up, damn it.
Especially bad drivers who speed.
Go, go, go. Oh, watch the bus. It's only 30 down here. You're doing 60.
The speedy, distracted,
Oh my God.
and all-round inept motorists that you're watching right now
Oh,
are almost bad enough to be named the most appalling driver in the country.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna hit something.
But they're not. One of these 9 people is Canada's worst driver.
This year, the nominees for Canada's worst driver will be sequestered at the Driver Rehabilitation Centre in Dunnville, Ontario. Here, they will learn why speed is the biggest cause of death and injury on Canadian roads. And they'll learn that speed mixed with distractions
Brakes!
can lead to criminal charges.
This is totally insane, man. This is totally insane.
Getting these bad drivers to learn won't always be quick. But the lessons they'll absorb about the dangers of speed will hit home faster than you can say Canada's worst driver.
Why?
Before your education can begin, you're going to have to get yourselves to the Driver Rehabilitation Centre. Just come this way, everybody. Thank you. And to get there, you're going to have to follow these directions, all right?
And Renee will be the first to leave.
You want to go?
Ready.
Let's go.
This single mother of a 5-year-old boy is afraid to drive the speed limit.
Ever since I had my son, I've been just super paranoid.
So, her cousin Jackie called us for help.
She's like the hazard queen.
What does that mean?
That means when she goes over 60 and she's not comfortable, the hazards come on.
The hazard lights.
Yeah.
Is that correct that you...
Yeah, because they think something's wrong with my car. They'll just go around, and then I can just drive how I want.
How we want Canada's worst drivers to get from here, the Cayuga Dragway, to the Driver Rehabilitation Centre is by tearing down this quarter-mile drag strip, past these motorcycle racers, then onto public roads.
Stop.
Oh, I'm nervous right now. My heart is in my throat.
Because?
I know I'm going to drive on the highway.
Deep breath. You're going to be fine, okay? It's about an hour drive.
It's an hour drive?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going very fast.
See you on the other side.
On the drag strip, there are no other cars.
I wish the highway's going to be like this.
On the highway,
Oh my God, so many people going.
there is one other car. One solitary car.
They're super close to me. Okay, I'm putting on my four-ways. Yeah, go around.
Oh, you can't.
When Renee drives her son at home in Winnipeg, getting other vehicles to pass isn't so easy.
Get off of my ass. Go around me.
Renee's fear of traffic is so profound, she won't drive her son on the highway. And when she heads to the highway herself, she often pulls over en route.
Why are we stopping?
I want all the people to pass me first.
Yeah, but
When Renee does manage to merge onto the highway, emotions almost always force her to pull over.
okay, just stay. Go straight. Go straight.
I can't!
Pull over.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I don't want to anymore.
Okay.
Okay. You're I'm done.
Okay, just wait.
Oh, I can't breathe. Oh. Okay. If I'm named Canada's worst driver, I will hang up my keys and I will walk everywhere.
Back at the racetrack,
Jordan, you want to go next?
I'm ready, yes.
Let's do it.
Jordan, a careless 25-year-old, explains why he needs rehab.
I don't like paying attention to anything in life, so I'm just here for distractedness, I suppose.
You're here for distractedness.
Yes, is that a word? I think so.
Jordan's mother, Lorraine, details Jordan's driving distractions.
He'll do anything from his texting to putting on bronzer, brushing his teeth.
I did have toothpaste here, actually.
As I motion Jordan to the drag strip, he's too distracted to see me. En route to rehab, Jordan is distracted by his lack of cell phone reception.
Why aren't you doing anything? Phone, do something. Oh my God. No, once. Okay.
When we met Jordan in Hamilton, his priorities were wacky.
Looking good and grooming is definitely more important than being safe.
Jordan's in-car grooming habits truly take the cake.
I'm a boy. I can't be walking around with no cake face. See, look. Like, that's on my face. Isn't that gross?
Jordan trims his eyebrows while driving. He sprays his hair while driving. And he really does brush his teeth while driving.
I really can't believe you do that and drive. Like, seriously?
To leave an even worse taste in your mouth, Jordan does all this while speeding.
It's like,
Jordan, you're going 120.
Meanwhile, back at the racetrack,
Tina, you want to go?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Tina, a 46-year-old mother of 6 and grandmother of 6, is next.
Why are you here?
Well, I'm here to shut my family up.
Tina's oldest daughter, Ashley, nominated her as Canada's worst driver because
He's a dick on the road.
Really?
I am not a dick on the road.
Yeah, you are.
she must be. She has a sign that says,
It says if you don't like my driving, off. Oh, can I get it off?
What's the fastest you've ever gone?
200.
Be safe.
Right on.
Oh, boy.
Tina's idea of safe isn't most people's idea of safe.
I want my Camaro back.
Hey.
Look.
Keep your eyes on the road, eh?
On the public roads,
You're going over the speed limit.
Tina is speeding so fast, she could have her license suspended.
Oh, it's only 50? Really?
When we met Tina in Niagara Falls,
Slow down!
it was the same speeding story.
Slow down! Or I'm getting out.
That's Amanda, Tina's second child.
I'll walk home from here.
When my mom's in the truck, she has her iPad, her phone, her hairbrush, her lipstick.
And Tina may also have alcohol.
Hi, my lovey.
On the day we met her, Tina stopped to guzzle a vodka cooler and to throw back a shooter.
Canada's worst drivers. Woo, woo!
In less than 5 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna be sick.
Tina's behavior certainly is nauseating.
Oh,
You are a hazard.
All right.
When we come back,
95 and a 60. Whoops.
the rest of Canada's worst drivers make their way to rehab.
I'm gonna end up hitting something, or something bad is gonna happen, like I need to get off this road right now.
What do I do? What do I do?
Are you at a stop sign?
I don't know.
No, you didn't have a stop sign.
Oh,
3 of Canada's worst drivers are on the road to rehab.
what's the speed limit here?
No one's around. It's whatever you want it to be.
Here at the Cayuga Motorway in southern Ontario, 6 more of Canada's worst drivers are waiting to go. And Cameron, a radio broadcaster, is next.
Cameron, let's do it.
Cameron's biggest driving problem is a lack of focus.
Thank you very much.
That's according to Christopher J., Cameron's friend and colleague.
What does he focus on?
His phone, eating, the things around him.
It's always the phone. Why do you use your phone if you're a bad driver?
It's like I'm missing something, and I know what I'm missing is not important, but for some reason there's like this little thing in the back of my head, and it's driving me nuts. So I got to find out. I got to look.
This year on Canada's Worst Driver, we're focusing on the dangers of excessive speed. And inadvertent speeding, oh no, is apparently one of Cameron's issues.
70 and a 50 is always good.
This is a 50.
At home in Calgary,
Well, red light, dude.
Cameron's lack of focus has been costly.
Well, I've destroyed 3 vehicles.
After his last crash, Cameron began walking to work. But now,
What?
Cameron's radio station is moving. To get there, he needs to drive.
Serious crash along Blackfoot Trail. Maybe I should put my phone down.
Back at the track,
You're talking to one of Canada's best drivers.
I'm talking to Alex, an outrageously aggressive driver.
He almost ran me over once.
That's Alicia, Alex's friend who worries he may kill someone.
Yes, he's Canada's worst driver.
En route to rehab, Alex speeds.
This is a 30 zone.
Piss off. 30-kilometer zone.
Alex steers with his knees.
Are both of your hands on the wheels?
You're in the back seat, all right?
And Alex plays chicken with a slow-moving vehicle.
Zero tolerance.
At home in Markham, Alex also speeds. Alex also steers with his knees. And Alex also plays chicken with slow-moving vehicles.
Wow. Wow. I've had 0 accidents on record. Off the record, I've had about 15 to 20 accidents.
Polly, you want to go next?
Sure.
Sure, let's go.
Polly has been driving more than 40 years.
So why do you need rehab?
I have these grandbabies, and they're really worried about me being the driver with them in the car.
They worry because Polly has issues with distractions and speed.
How fast do you usually speed?
Well, about 120, maybe 130.
Polly's son-in-law, Jeff, says her speeding is erratic.
She'll actually slow down to like 60 kilometers to adjust her Facebook or her phone, and then speed back up, and then slow down.
Headed for rehab.
Slow down.
95 and a 60. Whoops.
Polly is not inspiring confidence.
It'd be awful to have an accident on the way over.
Don't even talk like that.
At home in Perth, Ontario, Polly is more concerned with her technology and her cigarettes than with where she has to go.
So you got your green. Go, go.
Go, go, go. Right lane or left lane here?
Well, you got it on this side, this side. No, 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 no.
Where?
Over here. Whoa. Over here. Yeah, okay. Gotta go.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I think I was going down a one-way
Yeah,
street.
you were going down the wrong way for sure.
Oh, dear.
No wonder her grandchildren are afraid.
You're horrible, Granny.
Back at the racetrack, the next driver to leave has a terrible story.
I had 2 accidents in one day.
Since then, Jillian says she cries almost every time she drives.
Why are you crying?
Because I've never been here before.
It's okay. It's just a road, just like at home.
I thought I would at least get to the car.
At the car, Jillian tells me that these days she only drives to and from work.
Mitchell drives me everywhere.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Mitchell is Jillian's fiance.
I am the safety net.
She calls, you pick her up.
Yep.
Jillian needs a few minutes to wrap her head around leaving.
The drag strip's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, well, not today.
Give her, baby, give her.
No, I'm not. No.
On the empty drag strip, Jillian's top speed is 40 an hour. Once she gets around other traffic, though,
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Jillian starts speeding.
Oh, that's a police officer, and I'm doing like 80 in a 50.
When we met her at home in Newfoundland, Jillian agreed to take us on a tour of rainy St. John's.
What's the speed limit here?
50. Oh, I'm going 80.
It's a decision she soon regretted.
Every time.
If Jillian doesn't get comfortable behind the wheel while at the driver rehabilitation center, she vows to hang up her keys forever.
Oh, my life.
Back at the racetrack,
You're horrible.
the final 2 candidates for Canada's worst driver have been bickering all morning.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm the greatest, but I'm not the worst.
The Hoffman brothers, Shalom and Shmuel, are the first siblings to ever nominate each other.
You both only just recently got your license?
Yeah. 8 months ago.
Have either of you had a serious accident?
In Banff, my car did a 180 on the highway.
And you?
Cut off 2 trucks that went off to the side of the road.
You forced 2 trucks off the road?
Yes, a near miss, as we call it.
For their drive to rehab, Shalom and Shmuel will take turns behind the wheel.
Whoa, Sean. Oh, just go, just drive.
And Canada's worst driver is on the air for the 11th season. Pray for me. This one could be my last.
On the road to rehab,
Okay, I'm gonna try to signal to the left, at least. Okay.
Shalom is trying to pass a truck on a blind hill.
No, you can't do it, Sean. Oh, you can't do it. Slow down.
I could do it.
No, you can't.
At home in Calgary, Shalom is a true danger.
Gee.
That's what I do all my turns.
And Shmuel is worse. Shmuel is a chain-smoking, burger-eating, pop-drinking, phone-texting, phone-calling disaster.
What? I can't hear you.
All of Canada's worst drivers are now on the road to rehab.
Less chips, more concentration.
Will they all make it safely?
Oh, there's a cat.
When we come back,
Idiot.
Canada's worst drivers arrive at rehab.
I don't have an attitude problem, and I'm a good driver.
I gotta go.
Oh, you just went through a red light.
No, I gotta go. I got in the middle of the intersection.
Because you stopped at the green light and then you went through the red light.
Canada's worst drivers.
Just honk the horn.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Are headed to the Driver Rehabilitation Center.
Do I have the right of way? Who goes?
And seatbeltless Tina
Oh. Driver's Rehab Center.
is the first to arrive. When drivers arrive, they need to reverse into their personalized parking spots. Doing that, Tina, who drank alcohol on her bio shoot, hits two things.
I was kind of shocked, I must say, that on a show like Canada's Worst Driver, you would choose to take a beer and a shot in the middle of a drive.
I was invited to go there, and I was in a hurry, and I didn't want to be rude to my friends.
Okay. Do you grasp that might be rude to the viewers of the show who may have lost someone to drinking and driving?
But everyone has a beer and goes.
Do they?
You go to work,
Yeah?
you work your ass off, you go to the bar, you have a drink, you get in your car, you go home.
And that's what everybody does?
Let's say 50% of the people.
Do you know what I do with this? Hungry box.
Oh, you want my license?
I want your license.
Damn it.
Thanks for coming today.
Once I welcome Jordan, Renee, Alex, and Cameron.
There it goes.
There it is.
How do you get that back?
Graduating.
Indeed.
Jillian pulls into rehab. Jillian says she would not have made it if Mitchell hadn't been with her.
You give help just by being there.
100% true.
Just by literally sitting in the car.
It's true.
So if we make you do challenges here without Mitchell in the car, will that help you more?
I don't know.
I personally feel it would.
Once I confiscate Jillian's license, and I add Polly's to my collection, the only ones I'm missing belong to the Hoffman brothers.
A Driver Rehab Center.
To compare their parking skills, we've provided a second vehicle.
I'm standing back.
Shalom reverses terribly.
Oh, ass. No, okay.
But not Shmuel.
I've done this once or twice before, Mr. Young Husband.
Shalom says he's never reversed before.
Did you do any reversing on your license test at all?
No, I did not.
And do you think that might be a flaw in the licensing system in Alberta?
Perhaps.
I want to know how you judge distance, so get as close to this as you can without hitting it. All right, guys. We are going to
Thank you,
have a
sir.
strange and wonderful time with
Thank
you two.
you.
Thank you, Andrew.
When we come back,
What are you doing?
Driving with 2 feet, I guess.
Canada's worst drivers go through our assessment challenge.
I totally panicked.
Every year on Canada's Worst Driver, we have something that we call our hero car. This year's hero car is a Dodge Charger that has a top speed of 260 kilometers an hour, which is more than twice as fast as is legal to drive anywhere on the continent. Canada's Worst Drivers will be using this super fast machine in every episode of this super fast season. Their first test in it? Our annual assessment challenge, which involves reversing down this hallway of rims. The rims lead to this concrete section, where drivers must back in, then leave going forwards. Once they accomplish that, their final task is doing a slalom around 5 foam figures at 60 kilometers an hour.
I'll show you how it's done.
The opening reverse straightaway has almost a meter of space on each side of the Charger.
This car is a beaut.
To get it around the bend in the road,
mirrors, back windshield. That's all you need.
I'm concentrating on my rear corners while not forgetting about my front corners.
Watch the front end swing, young husband.
A second straightaway leads me to the turnaround section, where one touch of a concrete block will leave hideous scratches.
Using my mirror, I can see that I'm now fully squared up. And now I go forward. And turn around that? How the hell do you turn around that?
Turning around that requires 19 back and forth maneuvers.
I'm feeling kind of wedged.
And from there, it gets even tighter.
And that, ooh, is close back there, but I can see it. Yay for mirrors.
The final step in our assessment is the 60-kilometer-an-hour slalom, which is an easy speed to hit in this car.
She's got boogie. She's got boogie, folks. That's 60. I'm faster than 60. That's 60. Oh, it actually feels fine once you get going. Oh, there's plenty of room. I love slaloming. I used to be so scared of it. Now I know how easy it is. And that, folks, is the assessment challenge.
I pass. Will Canada's worst drivers?
Let's find out.
The turnaround section is simply too tight, so we're widening it. But when we're done, a downpour ensues.
This sucks.
Shalom starts without setting his mirrors.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. No, I'm going this way. What did I hit?
Shmuel warns him that he's about to hit the turn, but Shalom doesn't think there is one.
Turn, Shalom.
There's no turn.
Right there's a turn. You have to go
there's
in
no
the
turn. I can't see.
Just...
Oh, yeah, but not now.
Oh, what do you think that is?
Oh, there is a turn. Okay.
In the turn, Shalom isn't paying attention to his front end swing because...
Because my focus is on the back mirror, turning around. I need,
No, I don't know, but fine. Okay.
That's my focus.
Clearly,
I got it.
Oh, no, you don't have it.
Shalom can't reverse. Can Shmuel reverse? No! Shmuel can reverse just about as well as... Oh, what's that word? Oh, yeah, Shalom.
Trying here.
Whoa. We have to go over the hard tap.
There you go. Let's see you do it.
You're doing well. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just go.
Doing good? What planet are these guys on? In the turnaround section, Shmuel can't avoid bumper scraping, and he can't avoid side scraping. Is Shalom any better?
Did I do that?
Oh.
When Shalom gets behind the wheel again...
Oh, what did I hit?
The hitting and the scraping intensifies.
Sometimes I'm the host of the show, but sometimes they give me these little cameras to play with as well, so I get to be cameraman and host. Let's now see what I see. What I see is horrible! Oh, it's just so wrong! What do you have to do?
I have to I have to turn, I have to get my car back there, and so I can turn it into this.
Right, you gotta get your butt end that way,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do.
Shalom has to use S-turns to shift his car laterally from here to here.
From here, if you go forward to the right, then forward to the left, then go straight back, you're gonna start marching the car that way.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
It's called an S-turn.
S-turn. Oh, yep. That's what they call it.
One single S-turn makes a world of difference.
Oh, my God, it worked.
Is that something new, or this existed before?
Is that like a new innovation?
Is it like within 5 years? Plus or minus 5 years is what we're asking.
Since the history of four wheels, my friend.
Well,
is it?
Yeah, that's...
Leaving the now much wider exit...
Oh, my God.
...doesn't go well. Before attempting the 60k/h slalom, Shalom devises a terrible plan.
I think I might pick it up to 70 and cruise for a bit.
Why would you do that? Like, the whole point of this year's series of Canada's Worst Driver is to show that speeding is dangerous. And he says he's going to go 70 on a 60 course? It boggles the mind. I think you're about to see why speeding is dangerous.
Shalom's so out of control, he misses the final turn.
Did I do it?
No! Shalom didn't do any of the assessment challenge correctly. Will Shmuel succeed on the 60K an hour slalom?
Okay.
No! He's on and off the brakes so much, his speed drops down to less than 40. Like his brother, Shmuel fails every element.
We suck at driving.
It's hard, man.
Holly reverses out of her long driveway at home every day.
No.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Driving with 2 feet, I guess.
Why?
I don't know.
Driving with 2 feet makes the vehicle fight itself. And it makes acceleration unpredictable.
I'm trying hard.
There goes a tire.
Do we feel bad about this?
Extremely.
In the turnaround section, Holly hooks the front bumper.
There's at least $2,000 damage right there.
That's Cam Woolley, the legal specialist on our panel of experts.
You have to keep learning. You can't stop or you're a danger.
Alongside Cam, we have Philippe Letourneau, our high-speed expert, then Shamila Kiru, our on-set therapist, and finally, Tim Danter, our head driving instructor.
No understanding of what front-end swing means at all.
The experts will watch every move the bad drivers make in rehab. In the end, they'll help me decide who is Canada's worst driver. On the slalom course, Holly predicts perfection, but...
Holy...
Holly fails every part of her assessment.
It's an eye-opener.
Tina claims to be a good driver. She's not.
Like, I don't understand what the my problem is.
It's steering.
Tina does steer cleanly through the turnaround section.
Yeah.
But on the slalom,
Hold it, 60.
this proud speeder goes faster than she can handle.
We're not gonna do it.
Tina needs to respect speed limits.
And I always go 20 over.
When we come back,
Oh, son of a bitch.
the rest of Canada's worst drivers go through our assessment challenge.
Down, down.
I got it.
Oh, no, you don't have it.
Canada's worst drivers are running through our assessment challenge course. And Alex is less than perfect on the reversing section. And in the turnaround area, he's worse. For a guy who claims to be one of Canada's best drivers, this performance is humiliating.
Down.
On city streets, Alex proudly speeds.
60 it is.
But on our 60K an hour slalom, the man's top speed is 55. And he hits his mirror against a foam figure.
We're gonna do this.
Alex didn't do this successfully.
Look at the mirror.
Renee has been watching past seasons of Canada's Worst Driver on YouTube.
It's okay.
On YouTube, did you ever hear me talking about front end swing?
Kind of. I don't really remember, though.
We get a lot of swingers on the show. That's front end swingers. That right there, that's front end swing. That's what we're talking about. When your wheel is one way and you reverse the other. Look at me. I'm a front end swinger. If anybody asks you what dance that was the front end swing.
And Renee is a front end ripper.
Oh,
It's a bumper, not a prior. No, no.
no.
Wouldn't you stop? You'd stop, wouldn't you, if you heard that sound and saw that prying? I know you would. But she would not stop, apparently. Nope.
Car's only a few hours old.
Yeah, not so good. Well, there's that done. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid.
It's foggy as all hell out here right now. You can see the course okay?
Yeah.
Is it right that for you, 60 kilometers an hour is normal highway speed?
Yeah, 60, that's what I do on the highway.
Here she comes. I'm out of here.
Renee needs more speed experience.
I hate 60. I felt like I was going like 200.
Jillian relies too much on her fiancé.
Should we take him out and see how well you do?
No.
Yeah, hop on out, Mitch.
Good idea.
She's gonna start winding up here now.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And now she's gonna speed.
Now she's gonna speed?
Yeah, she's gonna rush this now.
I'm gonna hit every one.
This is where Mitch would usually get a phone call from you and he'd come and save you then, is that right?
He would have saved me long ago. I wouldn't have had to do all this.
You recognize that you came here to save yourself.
I know that, but it's just stressful.
Yep, we're gonna go through a lot of stress to get to the good part. This is part of it, okay? I want you to make it all the way back to the concrete by yourself.
I've been trying. I've done it like a million times.
You know, I imagine there's a whole lot more going on here. I think there's a bigger story, and I'm hoping that we can uncover that.
Before the 60K an hour slalom, Jillian tells me that in most 60 zones, she drives...
Be honest and tell them.
Like maybe 90 or 100.
And why do you do that?
I just need to get to where I'm going as fast as I can so I don't have to deal with the stress anymore.
Going 60 on our course today is something Jillian needs to be pressured into doing.
I don't want to do it that fast.
All right, 60, 60.
I am.
Sweet.
I am.
Jillian freaks out over nothing.
You're okay.
Oh my God, shut up! Just shut up!
Cameron is perfect on the reverse section and the turnaround section.
You're not driving like somebody who needs to be here.
No?
No.
Will Cameron also succeed on the slalom?
Holy crap.
Cameron needs to work on his steering.
He took out this whole track. It's all right. You're all right.
Jordan isn't really going on the reverse part of the challenge. And after 45 minutes...
Jordan, would you like to just give up?
Yes, I'll give up.
Jordan quits. And in the concrete section, it's the exact same story. This is not the kind of person I thought Jordan was.
I can't help but notice you're not going.
I can't think. Okay, I give up.
You give up?
I give up.
I pressure Jordan to go. But Jordan does not respond well to pressure.
Can you turn the camera off?
When we come back,
I'm not Canada's worst driver.
Canada's worst drivers meet our experts.
Here, Dick.
You think I'm Canada's worst driver? Yeah.
This year's nominees for the unwanted title, Canada's Worst Driver, have been called out.
Our mom's Canada's worst driver.
The children are full of
After meeting Canada's worst drivers in their hometowns,
Just driving right now, but don't worry, we can talk.
we had them drive to rehab.
I don't know where this is, but I need to get out of here.
Okay.
Once they arrived in rehab, and I learned a little bit more about them,
Oh, so glasses might be key to changing your whole driving style.
we had them drive our assessment challenge.
Let's see, do it.
Now, it's time for our panel of experts to meet Canada's worst drivers. Starting with Alex, who learns that his aggressive driving style could get his license suspended.
When you start speeding, tailgating, changing lanes to keep going, you know, in Ontario, that's actually an offense where the vehicle can be impounded on the spot for 7 days. A combination of speeding, tailgating, and rapid lane changes means no car for a week.
Alex admits to cutting people off, but only if they're texting.
You text and drive.
I do, but effectively. I try to keep my...
No, you didn't.
Do you really believe what you're saying?
Driving is fun. This is what I do for a living, and I enjoy it, and I love speed, but I do it where it's safe, not on public road. I focus on the task when I drive.
Are you Canada's worst driver?
I don't think I'm Canada's worst driver at all.
No one in rehab thinks they're Canada's worst driver.
I don't think I'm Canada's worst driver.
I'm not Canada's worst driver.
No.
No, I'm not Canada's worst driver.
Are you Canada's worst driver?
I don't think I'm the worst.
I'm not Canada's worst driver.
I don't think I'm Canada's worst driver, no.
That makes 9 of you saying that. One of you is wrong.
Well, that's it for the end of our first episode here on Canada's Worst Driver, Season 11. Now, as all of you guys know, in the first episode of every season, there is no graduate. So I'll just take this opportunity to say, you've come to the right place. And next episode, your driving education will begin in earnest. Who is Canada's worst driver? I don't know. Who do you think it is?
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver, we find out if the nominees know where their wheels are.
Oh my...
Then they reverse in a straight line after getting a lesson.
Why is it going sideways when the wheels are straight?
Then they're tested on their ability to do a high-speed shoulder check.
Oh, smell that. Uh-oh.
Take a tour of the factory floor to see how your favorite products come to life. Next, on How It's Made. A team of tow truckers is called in to rescue reckless drivers from icy river death traps. Tomorrow, on an all-new Arctic rescue. Jamie and his rescue crew must join forces to clean up a massive mess. Tomorrow, on an all-new episode of Highway Through Hell.
You're watching Discovery.